Do you like getting discounts? Do you like supporting good causes? Do you like, supporting your own interests if you're into the outdoors? The Texas State Parks and Wildlife Department, along with certain other states, but I'm going to come at this from a Texas perspective, gives us a great way to do that. Let me tell you about it.
Living in a van down by the river, singing loud. No ties, no change, just the rolling clouds. Freedom tastes real sweet when you're nothing to give. Living in a van down by the river's where I live, where I live.
The state of Texas has a program through the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department called the Texas State Parks Pass. And you know what? I'm going to keep that in there because this channel is not about doing things perfect. It's doing things real. And that was just too good. Okay, here's this Texas State Parks Pass. This one's mine. I just renewed it. You can buy these online. You can renew them online. Or you can go in and buy these at the park store. They're $70 for a year. They give you free admission, discounts on camping, 50% off after the first night. I believe a 10% discount on the park store and discounts on equipment rentals. So if you go to a park that has kayaks or canoes or whatever, you get a discount on the rentals on those. Plus, you're helping to fund the Texas State Parks, which is great. We've got some really nice parks here in Texas. Texas isn't, particularly in the coastal bend, isn't the most gorgeous place in the world. It has its own beauty. It's different. You're not going to have the breathtaking vistas of the Cascade Mountains. You're not going to have the grandiosity of the Grand Canyon. But what you're going to have is the history and the culture, the coastal life, the abundant wildlife, and just the wonderful people here of Texas. And it's really something to soak up. The Piney Woods in East Texas, where I'd like to spend a good amount of time at, is really nice for being here. Yeah, it's flat land. It is what it is. You know, you go to West Texas, you're going to run into a lot of mountains. It's a huge, diverse state. And there's a lot to offer. There's 89 parks. And this pass here, hey, I held it up right the first time. Well, at least this time. This pass here gives you free entrance into the park. Okay? That's for every person that's in your vehicle. Now, if you didn't have this pass, let's just say you've got a family. Okay? You've got grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and mom and dad have 3 kids. A 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and an 8-year-old. I'm pulling these numbers here just out of the blue. Well, grandma and grandpa obviously are adults. Mom and dad obviously are adults. And if they don't have these passes, they're going to be charged $7 a person to get in there. The kids are in there free with one exception. That 15-year-old, 13 years old and up, is charged at the adult rate. So you've got 5 $7 admission fees. You're going there for a 5-day camping trip. Well, you're going to spend $100. You say you got $20 camping fees at that particular park. You spend $100 in camping fees at that park. Or you're going to spend, $60 with the camping discount. You see how fast that's going to add up? Plus, you're helping to support the efforts of the Parks and Wildlife Division. It helps to support the wildlife. It helps to support the cleanup and maintenance of the parks. A lot of the funding that came to deal with putting these parks back together after the hurricanes came through, that came from this program, plus other funds of sources of revenue like hunting and fishing permits and things like that. So that's what you're helping to fund. It's worth it, and it really helps improve the quality of life here for fellow Texans and for visitors to our state. So, and even if you're a visitor in our state and you want to, you live in one of the surrounding states and you want to enjoy our parks, it's a great way to help, and it's a great way to get yourself some discounts. So that's what I got to say about the Parks Pass. I got something else I want to talk to you about. This is a lot less happy, and this is really going to be a rant on my part. I'm angry about our reservation systems. It's not just Texas, it seems to be across the nation. But I saw it firsthand when I was up at Huntsville. I got the last available that I could find site that had water and power. Now, I didn't absolutely have to have water and power. I've got solar. I could have brought my own water with me. But, hey, I wanted water and power. That was the last available site. The rest of the sites were tent sites. I'm not in a tent. I'm in a camper, okay? And I'm not going to do a tent. That's not for me anymore. This was booked up. This park was booked up with the exception of the site that I got. And I never saw greater than about 60% of the sites actually filled up when I was there. People didn't show up. I know there's plans change, but you know what? Let those sites go. Cancel your reservations. If you're going to reserve and then say, you know what? The weather next week looks terrible. I don't want to go there when it's raining. Cancel your reservation. Let someone else have the site. When I was growing up in my 20s and up into my 30s, you could easily get in your vehicle, throw a tent in there, or get in your camper, turn the key, head to a park, and almost invariably have no problem getting a site for the next 3, 4, 5 days. Not a problem. You can't do that now. You cannot travel on just a whim anymore. There's not enough campsites. And the reservation system, because the fact that people do not cancel when they know they're not going to be there, it clogs up the sites. The sites don't get used. People that want to go, that want to experience that, can't. And literally, we're talking, in a lot of these parks, if you're going on a weekend, you need to make reservations 6 months in advance. Literally, as soon as they open the ability to reserve a site, you got to reserve it. That's ridiculous. That takes the fun out of it. And it's a lot of the reason why I've been putting so much into my camper to make it self-sufficient. I want to be able to boondock. I want to be able to pull over on some legal dispersed camping land where I don't have to worry about, well, do I need a bathroom? Do I need water? Do I need electric? No, I've got solar. I've got, my own water supply. I got a porta pot. I can do what I need to do. But I shouldn't be forced into having to do that. My tax dollars and my support for the Parks Department, again, the Parks Pass, the camping fuels, the taxes that you pay on boating fuels, the hunt and fish license, those all go to help pay for something that really I can't very effectively use. Now, I'm not saying there isn't a place for the reservation system, but there needs to be rules put in place. If somebody repeatedly makes a reservation, doesn't show up, doesn't use their reservation, and doesn't cancel their reservation, let's say within 48 hours of their anticipated arrival times, if they make a habit of that, say more than 3 times, they should lose their ability to make the reservations. They should lose their access to the reservation system. We need to find a solution that allows people access to the parks we support, that we fund, that really help. And this is a quality of life issue here. I mean, out west, it wasn't like this. But here in Texas, in particular, with so little public land, we need access to our public lands. We need that access. We're not, if you look at all the studies, this whole keeping people urban prisoners makes them a little buggy. It's just not good. People need to be outdoors. People need to breathe fresh air. They need to hear the winds through the trees. They need to feel that, I don't know how to explain it, that cool breeze, the smell of the forest. People need that, and we're not getting it, and we're being deprived. There's got to be a better way. Now, I don't go into political topics on my channel much, if at all, but this is something that I really think we should all be supporting. Now, if I'm missing the mark here, please feel free, positively, but let me know what I'm not seeing here. Because to me, the way the reservation system is working is not taking advantage of the resources we have properly. And it seems to me like the parks departments don't really care, as long as they're getting, the reservations there. I don't know, are they charging these people for the sites even if they're not being used? I don't know, because I know when I made my reservation, they charged me at the time I made the reservation. My credit card was charged. I didn't go into the parks office and pay when I arrived. No, it was charged. And so, maybe that's one thing. Maybe they just don't care. Well, we got the money, we don't care. Well, okay. That doesn't help the people that really need to use it. There needs to be a better way. And maybe, that 3 strikes thing, if you're a repeated no call, no show, you don't cancel, you don't show up and use it, you lose your access. Maybe that's the way to do it. I don't know. And if there's a better idea, let me know. And I don't know, because part of me wants to just get in the van and drive down to, say, like Galveston Island State Park and go to the parks office and say, do you have any open campsites that, someone didn't show up for the reservation? I need X amount of nights. I don't know. I mean, will they let me do that? Be interesting to find out. So that's the ramble. That's the rant. That's as political as I'm going to get on my channel. And to be honest with you, it doesn't matter if you're red, blue, green, purple, orange, whatever color your guy's flag is. I don't care. Okay? That's not what this is about. This is about making a system that's supposed to make it easier, to use the park system. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So if you agree with me, great. And if you don't, fantastic. Let me know where I'm wrong. Now, let's be kind about it. Let's be courteous about it. But let me know if you've got a better idea. Because I want to know what's going to make it easier for people to actually get reservations. Because right now, to me, the way I see it, the reservation system is working a lot of the same way that these concert ticketing systems are working, where people rush in early, grab them all up, and then concerts are different because they're reselling them at a markup, which that shouldn't be happening anyway. But that's a different story. So, yeah, just let me know what you think. Am I off on this? Am I right? Who knows? Okay, that's it. That's what I got to say. Thank you for watching my video. If you like what I'm doing, please like and share my videos with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. And click the little notification bell so you can get alerts when I drop a new video. Like I always say, get out there, be busy, be productive, be safe, but most of all, be blessed. You have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later.
But here by the river